Building an expedition vehicle is not necessarily easy when these are a lot of these first things you've ever done, like cutting a big hole in the back of a wall. I'm going to tear apart the cab of this brand new truck, take all the trim of it out, and cut in the pass-through. It's got to get done. You can tell I'm consternating and hesitating on it, but it's got to get done. And start disassembling this interior of this brand new cab, and the real scary part is going to be cutting that big hole. And it's going to be a big hole. It's going to be somewhere roughly about between 2 feet by 4 feet. So it's a pretty enormous big hole to put in the back of this brand new cab. But I can do that now. Hopefully I can do that now. Hopefully I get everything I need to do that with. And so I'm going to do that, which is to then put the camper floor and mount that on in a little more than a week from now. And so it's a lot to do over this next week, a lot. So you may ask, why am I cleaning a wall that I'm just going to cut out? And the reason why is because, well, first of all, it's kind of a bummer. The wall got dirty. When I drove it home, unfortunately it was raining almost all the way home, so it was all clean. But then the way home, everything got dirty. Of course, the whole truck, chassis, everything. And this back wall here. And I'm now going to use a pass-through that Earth Cruiser uses that I purchased from them. I'm going to use that frame, and I'm going to use that as a stencil to be my guide. I want to get cleaned up enough where I think I'm going to have to be stenciling around. I can see what I'm actually using as my template. What can happen will happen, or what's the worst thing that can happen. So I'm taking this bracket off, and of course it's got a bolt and a nut on the back side here. And the nut just happened to fall when I took it off right into the snorkel. And the snorkel went to this basically preliminary air box, which it's all the way down here, which just does not have an opening for the bottom. I can undo the air filter and take the filter out and reach back up through here and down in there to get but that's going to be quite the challenge. So I've got to somehow get way down in there to get this nut out. Well, that was fun. I had to take a long needle nose, pliers, holding on to a pickup tool that barely just kind of jingles around on there because I can't really get a good grip on it because of the way the tool's set up. That has a magnetic end to grab a stainless steel nut, which of course is only mildly magnetic, all the way down in there. And I finally got the nut and just barely start pulling up, and then of course this slipped out. It's very hard to get that through here. The handles didn't quite fit, and I had to maneuver a finger through there to get that. I was able to finally re-grab the pickup tool with the nut on it and pull it all the way out. The pass-through frame doesn't sit flat at all in the back wall here, not even close to being flat. And so, of course it will once the hole is cut through. But right now, trying to use it as a template is a little challenging, especially with just myself right now. I've got a buddy maybe coming over tomorrow to help, but I'm going to try to get a little bit ahead and get some of this stuff done. What I'm going to do is use some old climbing strap, wrap it around, and clip it up to my hoist up above on the ceiling. Try to be a little smart about this, instead of taping it up, and that'll hold it up. I can get it right in, hopefully right in the right position that way, and then hold in places. So it can be a little tough, but see how this goes.
Nice warm metal flying on my thing.
Yeah, I know, right? You okay? Feeling all right?
It's kind of tingly.
Tingly. Just like a massage.
Yeah.
Almost there, yeah. Thank you. I am here with the truck, and if you can see behind me, there was a big hole in the back of this brand new cab. And it's big. It's about 30 inches by 44 inches roughly. So here it is. This frame is not installed yet. The hole is cut. The frame is just loosely fit in there right now. And so what needs to happen is several things. I need to come in here and do just a tiny little bit of trimming around some of the edges, just so that it fits really nicely between the seam welds on the back of the cab here. And then I need to glue this down with structural adhesive sealant and glue it down, and then I'll structurally fasten it with some fasteners as well around the edges, so it's tied solidly to the back of the cab here. Then obviously I need to clean up the whole inside of the cab so that I can really just get in here and really insulate this. This is not at all insulated. The insulation they have is incredibly inadequate. There's really just plastic paneling over this back wall. So I'm going to add some insulation, maybe add some electrical ports or something. We'll see what I'm going to do there. That's still a little bit to be determined. But anyways, got to get all that done. This here is the cutoff piece from the back of the cab. So there we go. Just cut off about 10 pounds of metal there. So that's pretty awesome. In my next video, I have a caulk gun blowout. I actually get the pass-through installed and also my snorkel installed so I can actually drive this vehicle again. But there's so much more before I can do that. Coming up soon. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. Lots to come.